Hello all you fellow hunters out there. Just welcome to my YouTube channel. You clicked on this, Big R Outdoors. It's my first review video, and I hope it's a good one for most people. I hope y'all get something out of it, and that y'all could get this and try it. I've been one of those guys, well, not really. Years ago, I get that buck fever, and I tried everything, and it never worked. I'm pretty sure most of y'all out there have. A few years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, there's a guy local in my area. I'm from Deweyville, Texas. This guy has been making, he started out making crushed corn products. It's a powder. I'll get to that in a minute. And I really didn't start buying it at first, and then everybody was like, hey man, you gotta try it, you gotta try it. I'm getting pictures on it. So I started trying it, and it has been phenomenal. It has been a thing for me every year now. I use it. It's MossMade Specialty Wildlife Blends. That's the name of it. I out here the least day actually put some out, gonna feed. I just wanted to tell y'all about this. He's got a whole different style. When he first come out, it was a product, like I say, it's powder. It's crushed powder. Crushed corn makes a powder, but he has this right here. This was his first one ever. It was MossMade. Mayhaw Madness. This is what he had. Now we're from I'm from Southeast Texas, and we're right on the Sabine River and into Southwest Louisiana. It's just wet around here. So he was born and raised in this area. I've spent most of my life here in Southeast Texas. There are mayhaw trees everywhere around here. If somebody up north is watching this or whatever, don't know what this is, it's a little red berry. He's got it. I mean, that's kind of really what it looks like. It's a little red berry, fruit berry, and deer feed on it. We pretty much call them swamp bucks around here. They get down in these bayous and baygals and sloughs, and some of them probably never even see dry ground, half of the year. They just live in wet. But when them mayhaws is out, hit the ground, them deer are all over them. So he come out with this. It's a mayhaw flavoring, and like I say, it's a crushed corn. And it's good stuff. It really is. I mean, if you had smell-o-vision, so good. That mayhaws around here, people collect them and they make jelly out of them. So have you ever heard of mayhaw jelly? It's kind of, it just smells good, but you can just see it. It's a powder. It's a powder. Now, I don't know if you can see that real good. The camera picks it up. I'm on the GoPro. The other camera died. But it's kind of sticky. It's got a sticky to it. I probably got that all in my beard. Oh well. People love it. Make you smell good. When he first come out with it, he was telling people to, you find like an old stump, a rotted stump. He throw it on the stump. You could put it on the stump. Man, I've poured it on the ground. It'll soak in the ground. I've heard of people digging holes and burying it and covering it up. A lot of people do that, try to keep hogs off of it, because hogs will come for it too. It's really successful. You'll see, I think that just might be anywhere that has hogs. If you've got a lot of hogs in your area, they scare the big bucks. If you've got feeder pens, that's a big thing around here. Around most places now, I think they put what hog panel up, cattle panel or hog panel. Put this in gravity feeders, and the deer, the bigger bucks will come to it better than than it will just on the ground. I don't have a feeder pen. I wish I did, but I've still had deer. I've got videos of deer. I put it out. I put it out one morning, and then the next day, no, I put it out one evening. It went all night. Luckily it stayed, and then I had 3 bucks on it. And the next morning they stayed on it for hours, and then they finally got full and left. And I had hogs come in that evening, wiped it out. But I had pictures late, like 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. The bucks came back, and they were there for like 30 minutes, and it wasn't even there. They was sniffing the ground, licking the ground, wanting it. But he has many different flavors of this. This is just the Attractant. He has another one that I really like myself. I've had good luck with the white oak acorn. The sun's a little bright. White oak acorn there. Yeah, you can see it. But it's the same thing. These are the same things, just a different bag, because he kind of, I mean, this is his showcase right here at Mayhaw Madness. But he's got this white oak acorn, and it smells like crushed acorns. And it don't even have acorns in it. It's just the smell. Deer lease I'm on here in Deweyville, I never had a buck come underneath my feeder. And I was taking the white oak, and I was mixing it with another corn I'm going to get to. And I was mixing it with this. I was putting it in there, and I was stirring it up in my feeder. I'd pour a bag of corn there, and I'd pour a little bit of this, because a little bit of these attractants go a long way. So I would put a little bit in it, and I would stir it up with my arm. The whole feeder, whole 55-gallon drum. It's on a tripod system. No, I didn't climb up there in it or nothing, but had it down. But within a couple days, I started getting pictures of a nice buck right underneath the feeder. I've had deer around the feeder. They'll eat around it. The does would go under it sometimes, not necessarily the bucks. Sorry, I got to wipe sweat. It's hot. About there sweating, trying to get ready for deer season. But I had a nice deer coming underneath the feeder to come eat the corn that this is on. Like I say, the way that it's sticky like it is, it'll stick to corn. So that's good. I would also corn my roads. I got a spreader that goes on the back of my buggy, and because I feed all year round, and I got that mess everywhere now. I feed all year round, and I'll show you here in a minute what I feed all year round. And then in hunting season, I'll just take regular corn. Well, he's got something new for this year. MossMade's got a new product coming out. It's out this year for 2022. For this season. But I would take Mayhaw, white oak, what else? He's got berry, he's got a persimmon flavor, he's got a prickly pear. He designed that for like the West Texas guys. It's got the cactus out that way, and probably South Texas too, wherever a lot of cactus is. Oh man, I think he's got an apple, and he's got an orange. And I actually shot a nice buck last year on the orange. I had some corn, regular corn, and I mixed it with the orange, corned it down the road. I got a new Raven crossbow last year, and I was in my stand. You know, y'all follow my channel, y'all gonna get to see my penthouse right there. Y'all gotta follow me this year. And I just moved everything. Now it's gonna be all jacked up. But I shot that deer 40 yards right down this road, off of the orange corn, off the orange there, off the orange flavor. But yeah, that's the Attractants. But people will go. You can't do it on public land here. I don't know. In some states, trying to get this out here, putting it on this channel. I know my channel's not huge, but this product, I love it. For the past 2 years, he has grown. This MossMade has grown. And it's just as good, if not better, than anything you could buy at Bass Pro, Academy, all of that. He has started around, like I say, Southeast Texas, and this year he's gone all the way up North Louisiana. He had a guy from Mississippi last year that drives an 18-wheeler. Somehow heard about it. I think he made a delivery. I don't really know the whole story, but he came down and Tracy Moss is his name. Tracy posted it on his Facebook page, on the MossMade Facebook page, of this guy from Mississippi picking up a load of products to take back to Mississippi. And he called him this year and asked him, you know, he was going to come down and make another run and get some more of it. He sells it. He hauls it to feed stores. It's mainly where he sells it. He sells it out of his house. He just built a shop this year. He's selling it out of his shop, but he's also shipping it everywhere he can. He's shipping it to Houston now, Houston area, up past, I think up north, like northeast Texas, up that way, northwest Louisiana, you know, like say Shreveport, around that area, and just all over what we call the Golden Triangle area: Beaumont, Port Arthur, Orange, Louisiana, Manny, Louisiana. If you're watching this and you're from Louisiana, all the Nichols, I think there's like five Nichols dry goods areas. If I'm not mistaken, he goes to all the Nichols, sells all of it to that. Just if you've got a store and you're in a state, a lot of states can't feed, but if you're in a state where you can feed and hunt over bait and attractants, give him a call. He'll deliver to wherever. He would deliver across the country if he could, you know, or if somebody called him, he would definitely do it. But this product needs to get out there more than what it is. Like I say, it's done taken most of Texas and Louisiana just by storm. It's just, in a short period of time, it's just that good of a product. Last year, I think Mayhaw even claimed a potential Louisiana state record. Seen it, know the guy that did the taxidermy work on it. Good deer, big deer. It's claimed a lot of big deer. But that's the attractants there. Now I'm going to ramble on. I'm just trying to get all the details in on this that I can. But that's the Mayhaw Madness, and this is the attractants. Like I say, the attractants, flavored attractants is the powder. Okay. Now he came out with another one, year before last or something like that. And this one is called Chum It Up. And this is where you kind of got the little, you chum it, they chomp it. And it works. What this is, it's rice bran, soybeans, corn, and roasted peanuts. And it too, it's like a powder. It's a little bit more, it's got some chunks in it, but that's the rice bran stuff in it. But you can see like the peanuts in it. If I can get some out, you can see the peanuts in it right there. Yeah, that's the peanut. Pretty good stuff too. I mean, they're roasting. Me and my kids, we eat this stuff all the time. But you can see it's powder. It's a powder. But the kid, yeah. That's good stuff, I'm telling you. I love it too. I mean, when he first come out with this, he was out there, wandering hobo came by, and he was eating all the peanuts out of the Chum It Up. Couldn't believe it. But anyway, yeah, it's a powder. See, do the same thing. You can throw it on the ground, pour it on the ground, bury it, stomp, mix it with corn, gravity feeder. I mean, we'll do whatever with it. Whatever you're doing now with stuff, you can do it. You can do it with it. It's good stuff. I mean, and honestly, you chum it, they will chomp it. They'll come to it. It's just got a lot of, well, the powder, the attractive stuff on here is more like, like I say, it's just crushed corn is what that is. It's just crushed corn with some good flavorings in it. This right here has got some actual crude protein value. I'll try to get better shots close up. But this has got crude protein value to it. Nothing less than 16%, crude fat none less than 15, and fiber none less than 6. This is good stuff. You can pour it out, and they'll come to it. They smell it. They smell it. They come to it within hours. This right here he came out with, I want to say last year, maybe last year or a year before that. I can't remember. This, he gets this from a company. There's a guy in Louisiana, not far from us. I think he said sulfur. I have to ask him again. Don't quote me on that. Well, this is called Triple Crown. And what this is this is soybean, and this is his new bag this year. Last year was just a regular bag. And it's soybeans. I'll get a better shot. It's soybeans. Like I say, my other camera died, so, but it's soybeans, corn, and peanuts. You can see the peanuts right there, the little soybeans in it. See the peanuts, soybeans, good peanuts, good soybeans right there, and corn. And once again, the peanuts they're pretty good. They're pretty good. This, loaded with protein. I used to, I did like 1 year of protein pellets, and then he come out with this, and I'll stick to him. Tracy Moss is just a super jam up dude. He's a real good guy. It's a family company, and he really, really loves the products that he does. Like, he come up with this. He just had to get a guy to put it all together. He found that was his deal there. Like I say, the Chum It Up and the Mayhaw Madness and everything. He puts a lot of passion into a product, into what he does. He puts a lot of passion in all of his products to help people be successful. And probably thinking, oh, he's just doing that just to sell a product. No, he ain't doing that. He's an air conditioning man. That's his job, and he does this for a passion. You know, this is his passion. But this Triple Crown, I feed this Triple Crown all year round. I've had does. If I don't come out here, hunt season's over a lot of times where I work. When hunt season's over, we'll have shutdowns and a lot of stuff going on after the first of the year, end of January, February, and my feeder runs empty and I don't get to come out here. And I'll have pictures, like cameras are still out there and everything, and I'll have hundreds of pictures of deer just like looking up at the feeder like, what? Why ain't it going off? Feeder's empty. They want it. I've seen bucks on this. I've even took the Mayhaw and mixed it with this. I've took the Mayhaw and I've mixed it with this. I've took the White Oak and I mixed it with this. I run this in my feeder. My feeder, my dad's feeder. Check the battery here. I run this in my feeder, my dad's feeder. My father-in-law, he's on the same lease, his feeder. We run this year round. And it's good for the bucks. It's great protein for the bucks, but as we all know, you can have all the great stuff in the world down at your feeder. But if you ain't got does in your area, you ain't gonna have no bucks when the rut comes. That's a fact. Well, unless you got Mayhaw Madness, I will tell you that. I have seen bucks pull off a doe to go get a nibble long enough to pull a shot off on. But this right here, if you have this in your feeder all year round, the does will stay in here. I've got pictures of 7, 8, 9, 10 does at a time underneath the feeder. They come to it. They come to it. They hang in here. They got the does in there hanging in here. The bucks are gonna be close by. You know they are. It's just that good. But this is what I run all year round. This is what stays in my feeder. I have played with, like I say, the White Oak or the Mayhaw Madness or even the orange. I had the orange mixed with this when I shot the buck last year. But I've even done it. He also sells just regular reclaimed corn. I've done that too, just mix it with that. But this for protein, they want this. And they always, when they come out, like I say, I'll corn my road up. I'll try to give you a shot of that down there. where my feeder and all is. See, my feeder's way down here. I'm on, like I say, I'm on the GoPro, but this road right here, I'll corn this whole road up. When I corn that road up, them deer will come out at that start at that feeder, and then they'll work their way down because it just got all the good stuff all over it. Last year he got with a company out of El Campo, Texas, Premium Deer Corns. He partners with them. This is where he gets all of his corn from. If I'm not mistaken, he gets the corn from them to make all the attractants with. But like I say, he also sells just regular corn if you wanted to buy attractants. And that's what I was doing for a long time. I was triple crowning in my feeder for protein. Then when hunting season came, Premium Deer Corns also make a, they had a persimmon, just a persimmon flavor. It was persimmon flavor corn. I think they might have had like an apple flavor. And then they had just regular deer corn. So a lot of times I would feed the persimmon flavored corn. That persimmon flavored corn is, OMG, that mess smells amazing. You can smell it through the bag. That's how good it is. You could probably just put the bag out there and have a deer come and lick it. But that's what I was using a lot. But I would also buy regular deer corn, you know, and just, when he started coming out with the white oak and the orange and all that, I was taking regular deer corn and mixing with it and pouring it on my road too. Like I said, I mix some stuff in with the Triple Crown in the feeder, especially like right at hunt season or when the rut's starting to kick off. I'll put it in the feeder for that. And I go off and hunt too in the woods. I don't just straight hunt a feeder. You're probably thinking, oh, you're just a feeder hunter. You're a feeder hunter. I got kids, so y'all, if you follow my channel, you're gonna see them this year. I got 2 kids that they're too young. We can't get them up in the tree right now or nothing like that. So we hunt out of the penthouse here. So that's kind of why I do that too. But I also take some corn or some Mayhaw Madness or Attractants or whatever and go get up in a tree and pour it on the ground and hunt over that. Yeah, I'm gonna hunt over it because I'm telling you, when the bucks are in the rut, when they chasing does, it'll pull them off of it. But back to this, last year he had, like I say, he had persimmon flavored corn. This year he came out, this is the white oak. I just got a few to try, but this here, I don't know if you can really see that. This is his little symbol there. That's his I run him on the camera. That's his persimmon, his Mayhaw flavored. He got Mayhaw flavoring. He's got white oak acorn. And I got another one back here, a berry, wild berry flavor. Like I say, there's also persimmon, I think apple. Oh man. I think just about whatever you can get in the attractant, you can get in the corn. I can't remember them all, but myself, I really don't need. I'm trying the white oak this year and the berry because I was also using the berry attractant and had a lot of success on this. I got a buddy of mine. He's actually a big old outdoor pro staffer, Hunter Brister. He started using white oak. I think he's only had it out there maybe a month, and I just got a text from him yesterday. What is it, September? I got a text from him September the 6th. This is the 7th. That he got some real nice bucks on camera off of white oak acorn. And I think that was the first time he's got bucks of that quality. And he just hunts down the road here in Deweyville. He got bucks of that quality off of white oak acorn. I think he mixed it in with Triple Crown in his feeder. So and like I say, it smells like acorns. It smells like it. The berry, you can smell it through the bag. The berry smells like berries. The Mayhaw, like Mayhaw. It is a strong smell. I've actually been bow hunting and corned the roads up real good. Not with this. It's like I haven't used these yet. This is my first day out. I'm coming to put these out. But I've actually corned my roads up with persimmon and would be sitting in the stand 30 yards, 20, 30 yards away from my stand from the feed, and the wind blow in my face just right, and I could smell the persimmon off the ground. And you know as well as I do, deer have a heck of a lot stronger nose than what I've got or what anybody's got. So they're going to smell that mess from miles away. It works. I mean, believe me or not, I don't care. But if you've tried everything else and it didn't work, try this. Because like I say, he's only been at it for I think this is his 4th or his 5th season. And he has spread like wildfire. You know, because like most everybody, they're only going to want it right in hunting season. A lot of people like me, they're seasonal guys. You got some people that just hardcore fish all year round. You got some guys that hunt and eat, sleep, and breathe hunting, but you can't hunt all year round, so they just think about hunting all year round. But a lot of guys, you know, when it's hunting season, like right now in September, they're coming at it. They're wanting corn, they're wanting attractants, they're trying to pull bucks off of does. They're thinking about all that. They're getting ready for hunt season, and they want the best of their advantage. So, and then when springtime comes around, they're thinking about fishing, and hunting's out the window. But I mean, I do it too. I'm guilty of it. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, it's supposed to be hunt season. Give it a try. Like I say, he been selling it to feed stores. Just call your feed store. I don't really know. You'd have to get on Facebook. Get on his Facebook page, MossMade Specialties. But MossMade Specialty Wildlife Blends. Just search it on Facebook to find it, and just scroll through and just see where all he sells it, or what all feed stores he's been delivering it to. I don't think he's actually got like a list. You'd have to go through and see it all. Or give them a call. I think their phone number's on there. If you, like I say, if you live off in a state, if you're seeing this and you're in a state that can feed or hunt over bait, and y'all don't have this, it's worth a try. Especially like if you might not have mayhaws, white oak acorns, like the white oak. If you got acorn trees, I'm pretty sure most people got oak trees. Get it, you know. I do know he told me. He does a lot of research on this. He uses this stuff a lot. He also hunts out in West Texas. He hunts also in Buna, Texas, and he hunts out in West Texas. He has taken the mayhaw like to West Texas, put it on the ground. He said it took him about a week. For them to actually start eating on it. They're not used to that smell down there, or used to that what mayhaw is around there. They came to it. He said, as soon as you pour it on the ground, you know as many deer as it is in West. Well, if you ever hunted West Texas, there's piles of deer there. He put it on the ground. They would come to it, and they would blow at it. They would stomp at it. They really didn't know what it was at first. He said it took about a week, 5-6 days, about a week, for them to really get on it. And once they got on it, they really ate it good. I think he said that's why he designed the prickly pear off of the pear off of the cactus for all those guys out that way that's got all the cactus, probably South Texas too, that's got that cactus, the prickly pear on top of the cactus. That he said he had a whole lot better luck with that. The deer actually came and ate on it. But I'm already hearing good results on this corn. He just about mid-August, I guess, he got fully stocked, and he's just been pouring it to him ever since. He's trying hard to get everything he can. He's selling out quick. He just had a big Labor Day sale, pretty much sold everything out there. When I was up there picking all this up, a guy called him on the phone and bought a whole pallet of corn. So if you want to buy a whole pallet, there you can get it. Probably work something out if you meet him halfway to get it, or he could ship it. I mean, he could haul it to you or whatever. I mean, you just have to call him and talk to him. He's a super nice guy. Yeah, they're good people. They're good family. It's a good family-run business. I like dealing with him, and he makes a great product. I'm the kind of guy that if it's a great product, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna tell people about it. Now, where I'm at, do I shoot the biggest giant deer? Do I, no, we're not now. Well, we're not shooting 160 classes and 150s are running around like crazy. But we're shooting decent deer. We're shooting, to us, they're trophies. And since he's come out with this, just Facebook and everything, every hunting season, it blows up of what people are killing, and they're jam up deer. Try it yourself. Share this video, not just for me on YouTube, but just for this, because get it out there, get people to know about it, share it everywhere you can, because I'm MossMade Specialty Wildlife Blends. It is a great product. Mayhaw Madness, all of it. Like I say, it's amazing stuff. It's just stuff I guess you don't really see in stores, big stores, and it should be, because it works that good. But hey, think about it. What are you using at your deer feeder this hunting season? Hope it's MossMade Specialty Wildlife Blends. Well, I'm Rice Sal with Big R Outdoors. Thank y'all. Y'all like this video? Like I say, I'm just getting started. Subscribe. There's more to come. I'm really just waiting on hunting season, because it is scorching hot since September. I've done sprayed down with mosquito spray 5-6 times just to do this review. Now I'm just gonna fill these feeders. Now I'm just get to the house, get me something to eat. I'm Rice Sal with Big R Outdoors. Keep it bougie, people.